Hello students, welcome to biology class. Today we are going to discuss the third component of the buccal cavity or the oral cavity, that is salivary gland. So beta, in the previous video I have told you about the mouth and the buccal cavity and its two parts, that were tongue and teeth. But today we are going to discuss about the third part which is present in the buccal cavity, that is salivary gland. Now what are salivary glands? See, in our mouth you can see that a liquid is present. Always a liquid is present in our mouth, that is saliva. Now from where this saliva is coming? So for this, three pair of glands, you can see three pairs of glands pour the saliva into the buccal cavity. So there are three glands. There are three glands at the specific position, which are responsible for secreting the saliva. And what is saliva? Saliva is a mixture of what? Water and mucus. Saliva is actually what? It is water and mucus. Mucus is what? Mucus is a sticky fluid. So beta, you can see three pairs of glands pour saliva in the buccal cavity. Now I am going to tell you the name of the three glands. These are very important. First is parotid gland. Parotid gland, it is just below our ears. It is just below our ears. These are our ears, and from the inner side it is just below the ear. Which gland? Parotid gland. The second gland is submaxillary gland. You can see here submaxillary gland. It is at the angle of lower jaw. Now beta, yesterday I told you that the jaws, they are two in number, the upper jaw and the lower jaw. The upper jaw is fixed, but the lower jaw is movable. So this submaxillary gland, which is responsible for the secretion of saliva, is present at the angle of lower jaw. And third one is sublingual. Sublingual gland, it is just below our tongue. So you know tongue is the muscular organ, and just below our tongue, there is what? There is the third gland, which is sublingual gland. And all these three together, what they do? They secrete saliva in the buccal cavity. And I told you that in our mouth a liquid is present which is known as saliva. And what is saliva? Saliva is mucus and water. Now beta, you can see I was telling you about the saliva. Now what actually the saliva do in a mouth? Means what are the functions which are performed by the saliva? So you can see here beta, the first function is it lubricates food, or it moistens the food. It makes the food lubricated so that it can easily swallow and it can easily pass through the pharynx and into the food pipe, that is esophagus. Then the saliva, they are having antimicrobial enzymes. The name of antimicrobial enzyme is lysozyme. This antimicrobial enzyme, what it do? If in the food which we are eating, if any bacteria or any microorganism is present, this antimicrobial property of the saliva, it will kill the germs. So the enzyme lysozyme, it is present in the saliva, and this enzyme, it is having antimicrobial property. It means it will kill the germs which are present in the food. Third beta, ptyalin enzyme is present, and this ptyalin enzyme, it is also known as salivary amylase. So the saliva is containing an enzyme which is known as ptyalin. And the common name is salivary amylase. The main function of this salivary amylase, that it digests starch into maltose. So it is due to this property, if we keep the food for longer time in our mouth, we feel sweet taste. It is just because of the salivary amylase. Because this salivary amylase, what it does, it is converting the starch component of the food into maltose, which is a sugar.